Rootborn Chronicles Season 4, Episode 6, Builders of Tomorrow. The forest never stopped growing. Neither did the Rootborn. Each season brought stronger branches, stronger vines, stronger homes. But Caleb often reminded his apprentices, the strongest villages are built by stronger people. Earlier that morning, the great lowering basket rose quietly through the towering branches. Shelia stepped onto the platform. She brushed a little forest soil from her hands. One of the rootborn tending a rope smiled. Peaceful morning. Shelia looked back toward the forest below. It always is. She returned his smile and continued into the village. Nothing more was said. Her morning trips had become as ordinary as the sunrise. Morning sunlight spilled across the canopy as young builders gathered around Caleb. Bundles of fresh vines rested beside them, wooden pegs, stone tools, lengths of woven rope. Each apprentice carried something. No one came empty-handed. Caleb looked across the group. Today, you stop watching. The young rootborn exchanged excited glances. Today, you begin building. Japheth nearly bounced with excitement. I get to tie the supports? Caleb smiled. If you earn them. The younger boy laughed. I will. Seth smiled from behind him. Confidence isn't the same as experience. Japheth grinned. I know, but it helps. Even Caleb laughed. A little. Across the village, Shelia helped Sheba gather fresh herbs growing beneath thick patches of moss. Neither hurried. The forest always rewarded patience. As they worked, Shelia suddenly stopped. A soft flutter echoed nearby. High upon a branch, a small songbird clung awkwardly to the bark. One wing drooped lower than the other. Shelia felt something immediately. Not fear, not danger, pain. The tiny creature wasn't trapped. It was struggling. She remained still, watching. The bird tried to fly. It dropped only a short distance before catching another branch. Again, it tried. Again, it failed. Shelia quietly looked toward Sheba. I think it's hurt. Sheba followed her daughter's eyes. What makes you think that? Shelia paused. I don't know. I just feel it. Sheba smiled softly. Then let's see if your heart is telling the truth. And together they moved carefully, not chasing, not cornering, simply waiting. The little bird remained where it had landed. Sheba noticed a long thorn lodged beneath its wing. So, she smiled. You were right. Very gently, she removed the thorn. The bird remained surprisingly calm. After only a moment, it stretched both wings, then lifted into the morning sky. It circled once above them, as if offering thanks, before disappearing into the endless forest. Shelia watched until it vanished. I felt its pain, she whispered, but it never spoke. Sheba nodded. Not every voice has words. And meanwhile, Japheth proudly finished tying his very first support knot. He stepped back, admiring his work. Caleb tested it. The knot slipped loose immediately. Japheth sighed. I knew it. Caleb shook his head. No, you learned it. He untied the rope, then handed it back. Again. This time, Seth didn't help. He simply watched, patiently. Japheth studied every movement Caleb demonstrated. Wrapped the vine again, pulled carefully, balanced the tension. Caleb leaned against the finished support. It held. He smiled. There. Now you've built something the village can trust. Japheth couldn't stop smiling. That evening, the apprentices stood together beneath the finished walkway. Children immediately began crossing it, laughing, running. Parents followed behind them, never thinking about who had built it. Caleb looked at the young builders. That's the reward. Japheth frowned. They didn't even notice. Caleb smiled. Exactly. A good builder isn't remembered because everyone sees his work. He looked toward the families crossing safely overhead. He's remembered because no one has to think about it. Japheth looked across the finished walkway. For the first time, he understood. As the sun disappeared behind the canopy, Shelia watched birds returning to their nests. Japheth admired the walkway he had helped build. Seth quietly inspected every support one final time. 3 siblings, 3 different gifts, 1 village, growing stronger, 1 lesson at a time. The elders would remember this day, and it would become another chapter in the Chronicles of the Rootborn. If you're enjoying the journey, like, subscribe, and share. Welcome to RC Best, where stories and ideas come alive. Don't miss the next chapter. Every episode reveals another piece of the world.